Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome to No Man's Sky. So, first off, look, some of the Warframe videos that I'm looking to do are taking a tad longer, and so I kind of wanted to do something in the interim whilst I was sorting those out. This came out, I was incredibly excited for it, or rather, this came out 2 years ago. I was incredibly excited for it then, but I watched the launch. I was kind of skeptical about how far they'd be able to go with the things that they said they were going to be able to do, and so I kind of stepped back and refrained from it, and was just like, okay, let's see how this goes. And I know that there are an awfully large number of people that were very much like me in that regard, where something like Everspace doesn't quite scratch the itch that you've got for your kind of big, epic, roaming kind of sci-fi game that encompasses so much. And where things like Elite Dangerous, I tried playing Elite Dangerous and it wasn't what I wanted, not by a long stretch. And then you've got things like Star Citizen that are promising an awful lot, but at the moment seem to be just looking to drain people of money whilst developing stuff. And then you had this, where 2 years ago they horribly overpromised and horribly underperformed in regards to the things that they actually released with the game. And it kind of irks me because you look at something like Subnautica, where they went, yeah, we're releasing on early access. This is early access. We want to develop this with your input. We want to test things with your input, and we're going to develop as it goes. Then you get to this game, and it's a full price game with all this stuff, and it really wasn't. It was basically an early access title. Now, though, they've released so much more with it. So let's see what kind of world we're on at the moment, because I've been seeing people turn up on all kinds of horrible worlds. I've turned up on all kinds of horrible worlds. This one's actually kind of nice, and it's Arctic, which is my favourite kind of thing. Vieni 19. So I'm this first video, because I'd like to do more with this as a game with you guys. I've got a game that I play by myself, I've got a game that I play with friends, and so on. Have we got dragons? Are we on a planet with dragon birds? That's cool. Okay. But it's pretty, it plays pretty much exactly as I want it to. There are parts of it that are a bit slow. Okay. Come on, hurry up, please. I want to get moving. User initialization sequence complete. Okay. So this is the stuff that we've been given. We've been given we don't have a scanner yet. Here's me instantly wanting to scan things. But okay, so it's cold. We need to find... Well, there's some sodium over there to replenish our protections and sort ourselves out. So that's fine. We can go get that stuff. Oh, there's some right here. So if we grab this and then we go over and grab the other stuff. Now, I've got a few issues with it. The control scheme is kind of janky at times. There are parts of it that are very obviously more console focused, but from the friends of mine who play on console, apparently even if they're supposed to be more console focused, they really aren't. They're not that helpful. Or controller focused, I should say, for those on PC who are also playing with a controller. But it's like it's a tad janky and wobbly, especially in third person. I much prefer to play in third person. And there have been some people that seem to think there's a lot more complexity to this game than there actually is, which also causes confusion because you've got a lot of information in the cockpit view of the ship when everything's really simply telegraphed. Which is why it works in third person, but it causes people to think there's more complexity because there's more stuff displayed. And there's part of me that would like some more complexity in certain areas. like the movement in space, for instance. You know, give me the ability to strafe in space, please. Have space flight and stuff incorporate that, although that would probably be quite difficult to do relative to everything else. This is varied. This is a nice planet. Oh no. Cool. So we're now recharged. So we need to fix our scanner. So, what does it need? I would have thought I'd remember this by now. No. Right, so ferrite dust. That's easy enough to get hold of, because it's right on the floor in front of me. It's like, now with the multiplayer, now with some of the improvements they've made and all the rest of it, the story actually was one of the reasons. Like, the story's a bit long-winded and slow in places, but between the moment-to-moment gameplay, which I've just enjoyed, honestly, you know, even though some of it is just walking around finding stuff, and, you know, any of you guys that have played stuff like Skyrim, which, considering that it's been released on every console in the last and current generation, I'd imagine most of you have played Skyrim. The feeling of going from, say, I don't know, Markarth and having a wander out to go and do a thing, and just finding that actually now you've got the great thing that is random quests and random events popping up. Where is my ship? Where is starting ship? Oh, it's over there. Let's just hop off here and gently lower ourselves to the ground. There we go. But yeah, where we've got those moments in games like Skyrim of just random kind of, oh, I've stumbled across this thing and it's cool. That's the kind of experience that I've been having with this game in lots of ways. You guys know I quite like my survival games anyway, so going around, building bases, upgrading things, all that kind of stuff is all good to me. But as I said, like, I was a bit skeptical when they said, oh, well, we've added 30 hours or so of story content, and that's 30 hours kind of intermixed with the other stuff in the game that's much more kind of involved and is going to take more time, and everyone's got their own little stories, and there's a lot to discover and people to talk to and things to do and all that kind of thing. I was still kind of skeptical about that from what they've done, but after getting into the story, it was one of the reasons why I was like, I want to do more than maybe show this game off, because the story of this game, as a big sci-fi fan myself, like, there are so many kind of homages to all kinds of different sci-fi in this game. Like, these guys have not made an original sci-fi game in so far as it's got all of these brand new elements and all these things that have never been seen in sci-fi before or anything like that. But what they have done is take elements from kind of classic science fiction, especially kind of TV shows and movies and things like that, and just straight up kind of apply them to what we're seeing and what we're doing in this game, as well as then adding a little bit of extra stuff, which is just cool. Like, as I said, the story is actually, or at least to me, it was, stop it, plant. To me, it was surprisingly good. From the maybe 10 hours or so at most that I've played of it so far, I think. And to be fair, that 10 hours has been kind of had at times me just running in a direction to find stuff. Not even flying, but running in a direction to find things. It's a shame that the starter ship is always the same look as well, I think. But obviously they don't want to have it branch out so that people have different capabilities of their ships early on. But like, one of the things that I was thinking was maybe if they had a different starting ship depending on the ownership of the system. But also this is... I don't know how loud this is going to be for you guys, or how well this is going to go as a recording just yet, but I'm hoping it works out fine, because this game is a tad loud. Like, I've had to turn it down a bit and such, but hey ho. Well, we've found our starship at any rate. Here it is. It's the Radiant Pillar BC-1. So, what we got? It broke. So we gotta fix it. The other thing is, I do not like this view, so we're just going to quickly... There we go. Because I don't understand why I would want to sit in a cockpit, firstly, when I've got this great ship that I can have a look at, but also when it gives me that extra level of spatial awareness. You know, I can't turn my head. I don't have enough instruments inside to give me the same overall feeling of being able to go, yeah, actually I can go and take a look at this and know what's around me. By the way, that's our launch thruster. Oh no, that's pure ferrite we need, so that's fine, but we can do that. So, was it pure ferrite? Or was I looking at the wrong thing? It was pure ferrite. Yeah. Okay. You're telling me to make launch fuel. Fine. We will make launch fuel.
Product constructed. Product constructed.
There you go, game. We made launch fuel. Now what? Oh. Patch the thing. We need more ferrite. Now this is part of the game that's maybe... Oh, we should probably talk to this thing as well. Broadcasting, we're a traveller, we've been detected, stuff happens. And we're good, apparently. Right, let's find some more ferrite. Yeah, it's a little... Like, there have been times where I've landed in the ground. As in, gone through the surface of a planet. There have been times when I have faced north, for instance, and it's been fine, and then I've looked south and it's slowed down and become more janky again. So, you know, there's that. But overall, I've just still been enjoying myself.
Product constructed.
So we'll patch
Component repaired.
you and such like. So now what do you want me to do, game? Now what do we do? Board the ship and consult ship diagnostics. Is this supposed to give us more info again? Hermetic seal. Where should I find one of those? navigation data from the distress beacon. Fine. But like, I'll whenever we come across a reference to a sci-fi that I recognise, I'm gonna be shouting out, because there are. When I've been playing this with some people who, most prominently Hannah, who haven't been around and seen so much of your kind of classic sci-fi, either because she's just not got around to watching it, or because she was too young when it came out and it wasn't a focus for her. Like, it's exciting to see how. Why are you shaking like that? Why? Stop it. But it's like, I get excited when I see these references that have been dropped into the game, like in the appearances of some of the characters, some of the things they're said, the appearance of some of the architecture and all that kind of thing, the way that some of the technology works, like our ship's engines, and the various speeds that we travel at are very reminiscent of something like Star Trek, where you've got your thrusters, and then you've got your afterburners, then you've got your impulse engines that allow you to travel comfortably at high speed throughout a solar system, for instance. And then you've got your hyperspace drive, your warp drive, that allows you to jump between solar systems. And it's like, that's a very kind of sci-fi, no, not sci-fi, Star Trek focused way of looking at your different speeds to travel at. Whilst some of the character options, some of their helmets, some of the other bits and pieces that you get to customize your character with are very reminiscent of, say, old school Battlestar Galactica, or 2001: A Space Odyssey, for instance. And I'm sure that there'll even be references in here that I don't get. So if you guys spot one that I've not called out, then please tell me, because it will be fascinating to see just how much they've added from other sci-fis, because that's what this game seems to be. It's a love letter to your exploring the cosmos, age of infinite adventure kind of thing. Oh, a carbon nanotube. Good thing we got that carbon. Cool. And then, what else do we need? Nope, that's everything. Give a guy a lift? Why are you shaking so much? I don't understand. Okay, right, let's go and stick this data in then. Stress frequencies and... well, that's helpful. Thanks, Cloud. There was one planet that I ended up landing on, and it was there were storms all the time. There were like 20-second breaks between each storm front leaving and a new one coming in. And yeah, it's maybe not the most helpful thing when you activate one of those things so that you can, you know, see stuff, and then it goes, yeah, sure, seeing stuff is good, apart from we're going to dump this entire cloud layer in the way so you can't see a damn thing other than exactly what we tell you. So, hey ho. Can we make a refinery yet? We can. What do we need? A metal plate and oxygen. Good, because we need to refine ourselves some stuff. Well, there's the metal plate. Oxygen.
Thermal protection falling.
O2. Cool. Because we want to refine the ferrite into pure ferrite, because then we can get our ship moving. So I don't want to run nearly a kilometer. Because I've been taking, from the way that they've been doing stuff, I've been taking that a unit here is approximately a meter. Because it seems to be kind of one stride. No, I don't want the dihydrogen. I want the oxygen plant, please. I mean, fine. Ah, camera. Ah, freaking out character. I don't know why you're doing that. There we go. Okay, so what I kind of want... Was that enough oxygen? Probably not, but... Oh no, it was. Awesome. Right, well, how much ferrite can we dump in here? Not much, because we don't have much, because we just used it to make this thing. Okay, we'll pick you up. Take you with us on an adventure to find more dust. Okay, that's a blizzard. Blizzards are maybe not so much fun. So we should probably head back towards our ship for shelter. Where is our ship? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, there are some things in this game that make sense, some things in this game that don't make sense, some things that are awesome, and some things that are terrible. Oh. Well, this is a mild storm at the moment. It's going to get worse, isn't it? Let's just stand outside for... Yeah, it's got worse. Okay, let's get in our ship. Which, by the way, I'm going to rename, if it'll let me, this. I am capitalizing things, game. The Silver Mountain. Because topical. And because of the name of the channel. Or name of the company that owns the channel. Effectively. Now sometimes these storms can be gone in a couple of minutes. At most. Sometimes they can go on forever. But so we need pure ferrite, we need much more ferrite. Because I think it's 2-to-1 conversion with the refiner, so it's 2 of the prior that becomes... But I'll admit, I've not actually paid that much attention. I've just gone and got stacks and stacks and then just thrown it all into the refiner and let it do its thing. So, our hazmat's recharged for the moment though, so we should be able to just wander around a little bit and get some more ferrite. Oh, well, it's already clearing. Well, aren't you a big thing of ferrite dust? But yeah, like I like my cold planets or my cold environments anyway, so this is fine. But also, you know, yes, it's got a negatively impacting environmental feature. But I don't care. Overall, I'm happy with what we got. Do need to get me some more carbon though, so let's just jam that in there and then do that. Get that going, and then we'll go get some carbon. We need it for our mining beam here as well as for our other equipment that runs off it. Yeah, so I just wanted to take you guys maybe through the beginning a little bit and just talk about kind of my thoughts on the game before we do anything else. Let's just... and I know I can recharge these things in the quick menu. The quick menu is fiddly and it takes no time at all to just do that from there anyway, so why not? In fact, let's stick that other carbon that we just got in here as well.
Technology recharge.
But yeah, so if we've got a good start on this, then I'll probably go away, play this by myself for a bit. Hopefully the video comes out okay. If it doesn't, then I'll have to see what I can do to make it better. And then, yeah, we'll, at some point in the future... Okay, well that's enough of that, and then we'll just pick this back up again. And now we can repair our ship's thrusters. Done, and now we just refuel it quickly.
Technology recharge.
Okay, so we've got a fully functioning ship now, and we are good to go. So now we should be able to take... Can we not take off? Why can't we take off? We're repaired. I don't care if the pulse engine is damaged. So I can't... Okay, I thought we were able to take off with the launch engine even if the pulse engine wasn't functional. But apparently not. So we've got a bit of a hike ahead of us. So let's get going. Yeah, so we've got... there's so much in this game now, and it's the stuff that they mentioned a fair amount of at launch, which is good. That's what we should be seeing. We should have in the game that we bought, or have, especially the people who... Ooh, big crystals. They usually have some really nice stuff in them. But... yeah, like the stuff that's now in this game is great and is exactly what we would want. There are a few things that still kind of stand out to me as missing, or that maybe they're not missing, but they're so rare that they may as well not be in the game, in a way, which is a little unfortunate. But for instance, my mind always goes back to the initial trailers where they showed us the big kind of Dune-style sandworm on a planet, and I've seen no evidence. You know, whilst some of the creatures are cool, and some of the creatures are huge. You know, there have been creatures 6 times my character's size, maybe. But it's like, it's still either that there's stuff that's very, very rare in the game, and as there's so much content in the game over so much space, as it were, with so much ground to cover, there's it's almost like if those things are super, super rare, they may as well not be in the game, which is maybe a little harsh to say, but at the same time, it's like, well, look, this stuff was all in the trailer. Like the big giraffe-like creatures that we saw in those early trailers. I've seen things that are probably about that size and arguably look similar. So I've not got so much to quibble about that. Now we've got the underwater working properly, and we can build bases under there and everything else like that, which is cool. My one quibble with that is that so our life support here, so we've got our hazard protection, which is sodium based, and we've got our life support, which we fill with oxygen because it's our capacity to breathe and live and exist on hostile alien planets, yeah, that don't necessarily have an atmosphere that we can breathe and function in. So surely that's just basically a big oxygen tank anyway, right? So then why do I need an extra oxygen tank that runs out very quickly when I'm underwater? Doesn't make any sense, but it's part of the mechanics of the game, so, you know, it's something that you end up having to deal with, even though it's a bit daft. Now, I really want to scan those so that we can actually have a look at them. But yeah, so anyway, we've got some interesting stuff in the game now, and the story is the story by itself has been enough for me to want to bring this to you guys, because I was like, everyone's playing it. Yes, there's a lot in the game, but you know, there doesn't. Whilst it's trending and whilst you're supposed to follow trends with certain things, I didn't feel like I necessarily had much more to offer other than just, you know, what I've offered with, say, Conan Exiles and stuff like that. Huh? Oh, this is the thing talking to me. Great. I don't think we need any first aid. We'll definitely take stock transfer into credits. We'll take the health anyway, because why not? Just in case. Is that I can't see through the thing. Okay, that doesn't seem to have any navigational data in it. Okay, so either way, we've got the last thing that we need for our ship to repair it. Just all cool and groovy, and then maybe hopefully we can get on and do some other useful stuff. Ooh. How pissed off are you going to be if I start picking plants? Now, I don't know if they because most of the time I come up and I pick these plants and I pick them in front of the Sentinels, who are basically robots here to protect planets. In a way, they're kind of the universe's immune system, I guess would be a way to describe them. But I think the little plants that you can just pick by hand, for the most part, they don't care about. And there are some things, though, some items that you can pick by hand that instantly gain you, like, the equivalent of a 3-star wanted rating in something like Grand Theft Auto. So it's where all the Sentinels will come and try and hunt you down. Okay, right. So now we need to get back to our ship. But we could do with building an analysis visor. Oh, just one carbon nanotube. I thought it was more than that. I thought we needed more than that, and that's why I hadn't done it yet. Let's stick it in this slot here. And the first thing I'm going to do... Where are those birds? Dragon birds. I've seen people complaining about the speed at which the scans happen, compared to how fast they used to. Let's take a look, shall we? What are you? So, easily scared, non-uniform gender. They eat dihydrogen crystals. Notes, evil. Okay. Sure, we'll just submit the stuff that we find unless it's particularly pertinent to other things. But hey. Okay, so, right, so our ship's over there now. We've got the heads-up display. Great. Okay, let's go and install our hermetic seal, and then we can be on our way. Yeah, there have been bugs, as I was saying earlier. Most of them, though, have been kind of forgivable. But what I'm thinking is that if we get back, install this, because from then on, there's like the story that we've gotten so far, which I'll admit I've kind of been clicking through the intro stuff at the moment, because it's just these weird messages saying, mostly stuff like, "Oh shit, you're here." You know, it's the meat of the story starts to kick off after they've taught you most of the basics. So what I'm thinking I'll do is once we've repaired our ship and just slap this hermetic seal in it, we don't need more oxygen at the moment, so that our pulse engines work. I might call it quits there, and then after that I'll maybe go and continue to do some more stuff in this game for us, just so that, well, that could have been handled better, but I'll go and do some more stuff, build out some more stuff, upgrade some things, maybe buy a new ship or whatever, so that we're ready to go off and actually encounter the story that I'm eager to show you guys. You know, I might avoid doing some of the main story until I've upgraded some bits and pieces, and then I'll come back to you guys with it. Just because there is one thing in this game that's become apparent to me, and that is that for the long-term stuff, if you're wanting to show things off or whatever else, then you either have to, like we've done with other games, go through the whole experience, which can be an absolutely great adventure, or can be an hour of a person running around basically cutting down trees and smashing rocks, and then coming back to find out that they don't have everything that they actually thought they needed. So it's I'll try and capture as many of the cool and interesting elements of this as I go, either on here or in doing other stuff with it. But that said, we will have to see how this video turns out, and on top of that, I'll have to see kind of what I can do in regards to recording some stuff and not other stuff. Maybe we'll get Hannah in on this one as well. But anyway, let's hop inside so that our stuff doesn't wear down anymore, and stick that in there. And now we have a functioning ship. Can we take off? We can. And now we leave. Let's find out what kind of system we're in just before we go. A purple one. Vy'keen controlled system. See anything else out here? Hold on. Where? What have we got? 3 planets, 1 moon. A peaceful system with a mining / comfortable economy controlled by the Vy'keen, who are the warrior race. Okay, ooh, incoming message. This is the beginning of the story, really. After they just, oh shit, you're here. We'll identify ourselves. You are not alone. Follow the something. Oops.
Alert. Navigational data received.
That on this planet? I think that's on this planet. But what I kind of want to do is go to the space station first. Because it looks like the space station is in orbit around the planet that we're on. Oh no, it's not. It's off on the planet that we're not on. Hold on a sec. Let's have a quick scan of that planet. It's a dead planet. Great. Slow up a second here. Goes the... Sometimes pointing your... Oh. What was it? It's there. Come on. But also, in regards to the space controls, flight controls. Wow, 2 lifeless planets and our one. I mean, I'm okay with that, but oh wait, what's that one over there? I've already scanned that one. I'm just tilting in all kinds of weird directions. But yeah, and then we've got the moon there, but I don't know if we can target it by itself. But hey ho. Because I quite like this planet so far. It's been very nice. So I'm tempted to, when it tells us to set up a base, if we're still here, set up a base here. Let's head out to that space station first. Although we may very well just stop and scan that moon before we keep going. But yeah, so we'll get to the space station. We'll chill out, and then I might go away and work out some other stuff, and see what comes of it, as it were. A rainy moon with pearls on it. That's not a bad one, actually, that moon. Have to... I mean, I can't tell if the waypoint's on the moon or on the planet. So, you know, we'll get to that in a bit. But let's get to this space station first. Yeah, like you can spin and you can accelerate, decelerate. But I've locked the camera control, crosshair control, because doing it on the tether was just way too unresponsive. Also, yeah, oh. No, it is on the planet. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna sort some stuff out here, and deal with some other bits and pieces. So I hope this video comes out okay, and I hope everything else kind of shows up, but the sound isn't too loud, and whatever else. I'll try and do what I can in post if it causes a problem. But hey ho. Now again, that is basically a Viper from the old school Battlestar Galactica show. Or even the new Battlestar Galactica show, to be fair. But hey. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.